Hello everyone, this is Jinju at kimchimurray.com. It's been a while. I had a lot of things to take care of in the summer, but I'm now back, videos. And the first video I wanted to share this fall is Korean potato salad sandwich. We call it Salada sandwich in Korean. Salad, sarada is how Koreans pronounce it. Now you may think, what's so special about potato salad? You just put potato salad in the bun and isn't that it? Well, it is different. As you can see here a little bit, the salad, it is made from potatoes, a lot creamier. Also, it has bits of pickled cucumber and onions, so there's that crunch in it. Great texture contrast, and it's sweet also. So it's absolutely yummy. It's something I grew up with. And honestly, these days they don't sell it that much in Seoul anymore. So I wanted to recreate my childhood favorite, and I think I've done it. So watch, it's simple to do, and it will be great for holiday parties, appetizers, or lunch boxes too. Okay, well, let's get cooking. For the potato sandwich, we're going to need King's Hawaiian rolls, sweet rolls. You can use even just regular sandwich bread if you want, but I find the soft breads work well. Then we're going to need some potatoes, 12 ounce, 2 medium-sized russet potatoes. And in my case, there's about 3 because they're smaller. And then we're going to use about half cup of cucumbers sliced, half cup of onions sliced, about 2 pieces of deli ham. Use a thicker piece like this one, that works better. We're going to use a little bit of sugar, salt, vinegar, and then a 1/4 cup of mayonnaise, 2 tablespoons of milk. Okay, so while the potatoes cooking, we're going to pickle onions and cucumbers. You can also do cabbage if you want. So just slice the onions thinly, and then cucumbers. So it's best to use cucumbers like with thin skin cucumber or Persian cucumber. This is a Korean cucumber from my garden. It's actually one of the last one, so it's getting a little yellow, but that's okay. And then what we want to do is, so if it's a thick-skinned cucumber, I would recommend that you peel it. Otherwise, the thin-skinned one, it's best to leave the skin on. And then what we want to do is we want to remove the seed part, the center part, because these get mushy once you pickle them, and they keep giving out water. So if you can just kind of carve it out like that, okay. And then we're going to slice the cucumber. You can slice it not too thick, not too thin, probably about that thickness, about a little more than a 1/4 inch. Okay, so now we have the cucumbers, the onions, and then we're going to get a bowl. We're going to put the onions in there, the cucumbers in there, and I'm going to, because I measured the amount of salt and sugar exactly for half cup, I think that's a little, use all of that. And then we're going to put in about 2 teaspoons of sugar, and then a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. It will draw out all the liquid, all the juices of the cucumber and the onions. To cut is the ham. I wouldn't cut it too small, so that you can taste it as you eat the sandwich. So just kind of big, not really big, but into just little cubes like that. So that's the King Hawaiian rolls that I got. They're so nice and fluffy. Also, it's great that they're a little sweet. So yeah, we're gonna cut that. Okay, so we got the potatoes. So as I said, this is just 12 ounce, so it's not a lot of potatoes. It's going to make about 6 of those small sandwiches. But the thing to note is that depending on the method you're going to use to steam these, the moisture content is going to be different. And based on that, the amount of, and I'll talk about that again later, amount of milk or mayonnaise you put in is going to be different. Okay, so these cucumbers and onions have been pickling for 10 minutes or so. See how they're all limp and nicely seasoned. So what we need to do is grab, I use this sort of hemp liner, which is supposed to be a steam mat, but whatever you have, a linen cloth, a cheesecloth, we want to sort of wring out all the liquid out of it, because if you don't squeeze out all the liquid, it's going to start seeping into the potato salad and it's going to make it too wet. Okay, so there we go. See how it's all nice and dry and crunchy. So this is gonna go into the salad. Okay, so that's it. Here are the potatoes that I peeled. Okay, so we're going to mash the potatoes like you would for mashed potatoes. Just mash them, and then to that we're going to add sugar. It's about 1 tablespoon of sugar, about 1 teaspoon of sea salt. I use Trader Joe's sea salt, by the way. And then we're going to mix that. You may ask, can I just peel them first and then cook them or boil them? You can. Problem is, it's going to absorb a lot more water than steaming. Because of that, what happens then is when you make the mash at this point, it's already going to be quite watery. So you can't add as much milk or mayonnaise, which means the flavor will be off a little bit. Okay, so to that, we're going to add, I'm going to start with just a couple tablespoons of milk. That's going to make it nice and creamy. So unlike a regular potato salad, this for the sandwich, you want it to be quite wet. You know, like if the potato salad is not wet enough, it's gonna feel like it's just too much dryness. Okay, so then to this is a 1/4 cup of mayonnaise. You may decide not to put it all. It's totally up to you. I usually start with like a 3 tablespoon to see how it looks, because I tried these recipes and I cook it exactly the same way, but based on the potatoes, the state of it, fresh or dry, sometimes it comes out more watery than you might want. So I start with less and then see how it is. I think this is pretty good. So now to these, I'm going to add the pickled cucumbers and onions. You can add, as I said, you can add cabbages, you can add even apples. Some people like to do that, but again, watch out, that's gonna add more liquid. Okay, and then to that we're gonna add some ham. If you're a ham lover, add more. If you're not, that's fine. Okay, so there we go. And then you should taste it. You should taste it because everybody has different taste preference. What I like to do, just to finish it off, add either a little bit of vinegar to just kind of add that tang, or another great thing that you can do is use meshil syrup, the green plum syrup. Like add a teaspoon of that, or maybe just a drizzle of the vinegar, and then it's going to be just perfect. I think we can actually use a little more mayo after I tasted it, so I may actually just add all the 1/4 cup. And there we go. There it is. It's perfect. Okay, and then we're going to get the bread. You stuff a lot. You know, think about the bread to the potato salad proportion, ratio, right? If the bread is thick, then you need to add more. If it's going to be a thin bread, then another addition that you can do actually to here is you can also add eggs if you want. Okay, well, we just made 4 little beautiful sandwiches, and I'm going to plate them. I said these are going to be wonderful and a snack, for lunches, for parties. You know, if you're going to have that holiday party, if you have gonna have leftover potatoes from Thanksgiving, it's another great way to spin the potatoes and make a different dish with it. A little Korean take on the potato salad. And that was 감자 사라다빵. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.